Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Friday, January the 24th. The year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Weekly wrap up with Walmal. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and different from Walmal's. And as we end the week, and as I always like to remind you, have your risk management in place so you do not lose more than you are willing to lose on any one single trade. Take a quick look here at the monthly, which is also the yearly since we're still in January. We are 82 pips below the open of the month. We're 149 off the high and 329 off the low for the pound dollar. And actually, I kind of jumped in there down the chart. If we look here for the pound on the week, the dashboard says all the open gaps for the pairs have filled. And you can see we are 19 pips off the weekly high for the pound, 268 off the low, and 258 pips above the open. Did anybody see that coming this week, Walmal?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. And let's see, we are above the opening range for the week. We are inside the opening range for the month, almost dead center. We escaped the inside bar 6 days ago. We did that 3 days ago, and we're nowhere near it. We are approaching the inside bar low of the week 4 weeks ago. That inside bar low's at 2501, 1.25012 to be exact. And we've got a handful of inside bar action according to the dashboard. Looking here at the ranges, right now the pound is clocking in at 101 pips. The pound yen, also known as the beast, is leading the pack at 237, and dollar yen has a respectable 174 pips on the day. Showing the buy zone for the yen, for the pound dollar, we escaped that buy zone back in the Asian session, and it has not returned. And since I mentioned the yen, you can see here we crisscrossed the weekly open a few times here on the yen, and we shot through the buy zone off the daily a couple of hours ago. And for the pound, we right now are heading into the upper rat zone, the red rats. So, and the green rat, actually the green rats didn't feast because you have to remember when the price was down here, the range was not large enough. So you can see the red rats already feasted once. They picked up, maybe 20 pips or so. See, I guess we could just draw a diagonal and find out. Yeah, 25 or so pips, 26 pips. And looks like they might be able to feast again. Bambino Flex indicator said to go long. Price near the pivot was a long. Price was never near the pivot. It called it short at R1 on the pivot trading plan, and there was about 12 pips to be had if you had shorted it a couple of H4 bars ago. But then you can see price bounced off of yesterday's high and has kept going. For the pivots, You can see we did not hit the daily pivot, so we're going to have an open pivot. That'll be the second open pivot this month. And somebody was asking me about this, and I think I answered their question via email, but just so you know, O minus PP, that's the open minus the pivot point. So you can see here today, that's 9.8, meaning it opened above the pivot point. High minus open is 97.6. Low minus open is 3.5. We missed that pivot by 6.3 pips, and we went towards it by 3.5. So that's how you read that. And then here, it's just telling you how far above or below the price is with the pivot. So right now we're 88 pips above it, and we missed it by 6, which corresponds to this, except we just don't worry about the decimal points on that indicator. We round up to whole pips. In and out of the upper wick zone, once again back in the Asian session, price is not returned for the pound. For the week, 287 pips of range so far, 75 percentile over the last 12 weeks. High minus previous high, 142. Previous low minus low, minus 61. So that means we have a higher high, higher low. High minus close at the moment's 20, and close minus low is 267 for rats. And for weekly crossover traders, high minus open 277, open minus low is just 10, but you can still make pips if you were a plunger, aka somebody who shorts.
We got red news coming out in 3 minutes.
Oh, that should be fun. Okay, right now on the price action, simple price action chart here, you see we broke above the previous H1 high with this M30 candle, 5.9 pips to be had right now. You can see here the M30 candles over the past 11, 12 M30s all above 10 pips, meaning there's money to be made. And the pound is just green from the weekly all the way down. Well, now M1 just turned red. But you can see a lot of green here on the multimeter. Okay, we had a 3-ball. Price is now pulling back on the pound. We've got a higher low trigger at 24.27.6. We'll see if that either gets triggered this candle or if it moves up. 22 seconds left in the candle. We're coming off a 3-ball, so that means look to short. So this news coming out, could it possibly be good for the dollar, Walmal?
Who knows? I don't care, and the reason why I don't care is because I go and trade off of what it does as opposed to what it could be. So that's why I don't go into trades before the news gets delivered, because you never know what's going to happen. So
Right.
Why, to me, that's gambling.
Yeah, and the price turn wick zone here on the weekly shows if you would have taken that trade back down at 2201, you'd be up 228 pips right now if you sat in that trade the entire time. And let's see if we had a price turn wick zone a couple of days ago, so that just put in. We're in a price turn wick zone here on H4, so you might want to look to short, or if it breaks through. These are all turning points here. On H1, the same thing. Oh, the news must have just dropped.
Yep.
Oh, I was short the yen. I just threw a I don't know, a mini or a micro lot on it, right? But I had gone in, I thought it was in a place where it should drop, and it was in the holo zone. So I just picked up a few more pips there. Okay.
That was a 20, on the pound, that was a 20 pip move up.
Yeah. So let's see. Range by month. For January, we're at 476 on the range. And I think if we look at that ATR percentage, we're way above it at 123. I think that's about where we were earlier in the week. But what we need to take a look at, close minus open year-to-date percent, we are still down 0.56% on the year. And I know I've said that I was going to update this indicator to have all these as buttons. It's like I almost have to rewrite the whole thing, so I'm going to probably not do that for a while. Let's see. So let's take a look here at the trade reminders for the month. Price is still below that lower wick zone. Previous months, we have a lower high and a lower low. For the week, it's just the opposite. We have a higher high and a higher low. So you can see buyer strong control on the weekly. On the daily, pretty much the same thing. We've got prices turning up, price above the upper wick zone of previous day, buyer strong control. Previous daily range exceeded by 19 pips right now. So everything looks like it's moving up for the pound. Walmal, you took the day off, didn't you?
I did. I'm not trading, I'm just watching. But sometimes it's just good to do that. I had a very good week. Actually, I had a very good year. Because every week has been very good. And so, like, it's time for a day off.
So, yeah, but I know your clicking finger is is itching, isn't it?
Not really. I'm just, I didn't even start my EA up, to go and place trades. So I'm kind of doing more than I made it. We used to do more of these. Probably want to get back to doing more of them, where I call them, educational days, where I do nothing more than research, looking at different things, trying to learn new things, as opposed to actually trading. And I think that's good for your brain.
Well, when you say learn new things that have to do with trading or things that don't have to do with trading, or a little of both?
Yep, a little bit of both.
Okay.
So your brain needs to be expanded all the time. If you're not constantly learning it, you're falling behind, and I truly believe that. So sometimes you just got to go and learn how to go and fix something. Something you may never actually come in contact with, because it just expands your brain and it expands the way that you logically think through things.
Yeah, I was going to say, we just had that higher low trigger, and right now that trade's worth over 5 pips, now 6, now 7. And you know what, Walmal? The fastest 15 minutes of trading is just about over. Wow. So, fellow traders, I hope you have a profitable year, profitable month, and a profitable week so far. And I am going to wish you a fun and safe weekend. Things might be getting a little crazy out there because of the political changes that are happening, and hopefully you don't get caught up in any of the mess. And when you come back to your trading platform, I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One. Over and out.